Well, hello there, my good friends. Bloons Monkey City today, and today we're going to be playing our first Moab class level. Now, I do have the Moab special mission kind of already surrounded by my town here, and I just don't want to try it even yet. I don't think I have enough Moab popping power just yet, so I'm going to wait on that because I don't think I can defeat twos, oh my god. So instead, we're going to play a different one. It's a desert terrain one, of course. It does have camos and regrows and stuff, but it's not one of those bonus camo regrow levels. Those seem pretty darn ridiculous. Now, because it's the desert level, we do have the extra bonus of our boomerang cannon here, so we got to make sure we try and keep those guys up to par, as well as I'm going to use a ninja to start off with. This is one of these new things that I've been doing lately, and it's actually helped me out tremendously. Is starting off with a ninja. So we're actually going to put my boomerang right here. We're just gonna leave about first. All right. And the plan is to get him up to 2-0, and oh yeah, guys, I just forgot. Guess what doesn't work? My keyboard. My keyboard doesn't work, so I have to do all the clicking today. I cannot use any spacebar action. That's just plain terrible. I can't use any hotkeys. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with my keyboard. I think what I'm going to do is, I have another keyboard, but it's at Amanda's place because I was letting her use my computer earlier in the year, so maybe I can just steal that keyboard and make it work. I hope it's not like the thing on the back of my computer that makes the keyboard not work. I hope it's the keyboard itself that makes it not work. At least that's the hope and the plan and all that good stuff. I also can't use any hotkeys for road spikes and stuff. Kind of tough, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh, and I can't press escape either. I gotta click it. Oh, poo. Alright, so. Also, we do have to only get about $100 more before we can get Glaive Ricochet and rock the balloons non-stop action. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go buy a keyboard. I don't know if I want to buy one from the store, though, just because they are ridiculously expensive when you buy them from the store compared to online. Like, online, you can get one for like $5, where in the store, you can get one for like $25. So I'd be wasting a lot of money, but I kind of want it now, not later, if that makes any sense. Alright, come on, pop those blue balloons. Nope. Alright, so we had to use a lot of road spikes there, but now good news is we have the Glaive Ricochet. That should help us a bunch. As well as because we have to prepare for the Moabs, I don't know what the heck level they're going to come on. I'm thinking that they could not possibly come on any level before level 13, 14, or 15. If they come on any of those rounds, I'd be very surprised. If they came on 16 or above, I'd be like, you know what, that's a little bit too close for comfort, but I think I can deal with them. So the next thing I'm going to do is, of course, I got to get... Oh, here, let's get some lead popping power. Let's get my boomerang up to lead popping power. Why the heck not? And look at that, we are taking most of them down, but our ninja is having a little bit of trouble, but he does it. He does it indeed. Fantastic. And then the next thing I want to do is get this cannon up. So let's get this cannon. We're going to put him right about here, put him on close, and 1, 2, and 3. Boom, boom, boom. Sloopity slurp action. Alright, yeah, you guys... Oh, get out of here. Get out of here, stupid Google Plus stuff. I don't like you. Yeah, what is that? Google... Yeah, get out of here. The little plus button, no. So here we go, 3-0 cannon. We'll get them all the way up to 3-2. In Bloons Monkey City, I actually do think the 3-2 is... Use it. Use the 3-2 instead of just the 3-0. It shoots faster, it makes you miss less, and it's just overall more effective. Usually I'd prefer to save up for like a 4-0 before I start getting the 4-2 upgrade, but because I can't even get the 4-2 upgrades, it's really not even that important at the moment, so I just say screw it. Why the heck? Why would you even do that? I don't know if I want to play one more Moab class level after this, just to make sure you guys understand that I can actually beat it and I'm not just getting lucky on these. Of course, there are some tough Moab levels, though. Very close to my town, I've noticed that... Oopsie doodles, I right-clicked. Close to my town, there's actually quite a few of the Moab levels that are just extremely freaking tough. So there's a lot of these guys. So instead of wasting a lot of my money on road spikes, I'll just get a little bit of extra camo detection. Of course, that's not going to cover all of it, so I do have to use a few more sets. But we do end up surviving, and this hotkey thing, the lack of hotkeys really does suck. And it's about mortar time, so let's get this mortar up. Normally I like to go with a mortar before I do anything else, but I had so many ninjas that I was just like, don't worry about it too much. And it kind of bit me in the butt. Alright, so we do have to get some more Moab popping power right after we get this guy up to, I think 1-3 maybe? I think just 1-3. We're not even going to get that bigger blast upgrade just yet, but I am going to put my mortar down here. I think that's the best spot to make sure nothing gets by him. Even pink camos and stuff shouldn't really get by, but if they do, I got the ninja backup over here. Alright, so we need to get some camo popping power. What the heck do we want to get, though? That's like a really good question. Do you want to go with Dartling guns, or do you want to only go with ninjas maybe up front? Or what should you get? That's a tough question. I totally agree with you guys. It's iffy on what you should get, but If you're trying to deal with very little amounts of Moabs that come very early, you don't want to go Moab Maulers. But if you're trying to deal with heavy Moabs in the end game, your best bet is in the Moab Maulers. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get the Moab Maulers up. And in fact, the best thing I think to do is just to start off with a couple frag cannons, just for some extra popping power. And then if the Moab comes, you can just upgrade these guys really freaking fast. Other than that, you're totally fine. Totally fine. But I'm going to get about 3 of them, because this is extra Moab popping power. The frag bombs is quite a bit of Moab popping power compared to a lot of other things. It's not that we got a bunch of these guys. We're going to get our last few cannons here. We'll go 1. Oh, yeah, I keep trying to use shift. Oh, this sucks. I keep trying to use shift and stuff to like do all the hotkey things, and it just sucks. Alright. I'm going to get them all up to frag bombs. Also, I kind of wish there was a hotkey for upgrading things. That would be kind of nice. But I guess they already used a lot of the hotkeys, so it would be kind of tough to do that. As well as frag bombs help out a lot versus the ceramic balloons as well, as you can probably tell. You know, it's like, really, you just survived with just a 3-0 cannon and a 3-0 boomerang? Yeah, I did, and not just survived. I did very good against the ceramics. So that's why these guys are just awesome. That's why I like them. I kind of want to just wait and show you guys how well this can work against a Moab. And it's pretty cheap, too. I mean, compared to getting Moab Maulers, I mean, it's $400, $400, and then $900. What is that? $1,700 right there? That's a lot of money for each one. Holy crap. Of course, 2-0 cannons are pretty expensive as well. And then 2-3 are even better at Moab popping power. So let's at least get some of these guys. Of course, since this is my first Moab class level, I don't want to get totally screwed over. And also, I do have very cheap cannons, so that's very helpful indeed. You know, if you got the bonus for a certain tower that's pretty decent Moab popping power, go for it. For example, Super Monkeys. Are they a good way to go in Bloons Monkey City? Well, honestly, 0-0 Super Monkeys are not that bad for Moab popping power. But again, if you're preparing for more than one Moab, which you probably should be, because not very often do you have a single soul Moab come out and then not a bunch of other ones. Usually they're grouped Moabs, actually, which is kind of the biggest problem of them all. See, here they are. Here's some grouped Moabs. We're actually going to have to get some more popping power as well. So I'm going to go for another boomerang. And it looks like we did defend that fairly easily. And of course, there's a few more coming out. No big deal. Since we popped those 2 together, why not beat a couple spaced ones? But the good thing about Moab Maulers is the more grouped they are, realistically, the better they're off. They're good at popping big groups of Moabs. But versus spaced Moabs, you can actually have some problems, because they'll keep targeting the one in front, and then they'll keep attacking that one, and then as soon as that one gets popped, then they have to move on to the other one. Whereas if they're all grouped together, they just keep attacking this first Moab, and it affects all of them all at once. So, I mean, it sounds kind of weird, but grouped things are actually easier to beat. Grouped Moabs are actually easier to beat. But here you go, you know, we're obviously rocking the first Moab level very, very easily. I do recommend trying to go for a little bit more extra camo popping power and stuff a little bit late game, because you never know what the heck's going to come out. You could realize that some of the things are starting to tank damage, so if you don't have enough camo popping power, definitely a huge recommendation. On the other hand, if you have a 4-2 ninja near the back here or something like that, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Monkey villagers are also kind of helpful as well. Once you start getting into these ones where you can play really frickin' late game, monkey villagers are more effective than mortars, of course. They're better camo detection, and they make everything 10% cheaper. So when you get things that are costing $10,000, they can easily save you $1,000 right there. And then if you want to, you can always sell the monkey village. I think somebody did the math on how much you should spend and then sell the monkey village for and actually make money. And it was actually something kind of impressive. It was like, oh, you only have to spend $2,000 or anything that's over like $2,500 or something. It's more effective to buy the monkey village than sell it. Which makes sense. It does. It makes sense. Alright, round 25 of 25. We're rocking these balloons. Oh my goodness, yes. We beat the first Moab class level. Now let's play one more just to show you guys that I'm not messing around. I gotta find one though. Ooh! I don't even remember attacking him. I like it. I like it a lot. So let's check out these Moab levels. Now the thing is that I've noticed is that you see that some of them are like medium, hard, and then very hard. But sometimes those are kind of inaccurate. For example, you could have some of these levels where you'll have like, oh, it's only hard compared to the other one that's very hard right next to it. And the one that's hard could be on one of those levels where there's like 2 paths or something, and the one that's very hard could not be one of those. So just be careful with that. Sometimes it's better to just say I am going to just give up on level 1 because I know I can't beat this compared to trying to do something else crazy. So I'm going to start off with the Spike Factory today, and I'm actually going to go straight for a mortar. Go for a early level mortar. And again, I cannot use hotkeys because of the lack of my keyboard right now. I'm sure hoping that I can get that remedied pretty soon. So we got the faster things, as well as soon to be having the napalm, the burny stuff. Monkey napalm pops an additional balloon every 2 seconds. It's kind of a long time. That's not the only real problem with the burny stuff, is it takes a long time to pop it. In fact, if you like burned them over here, by the time they got to the Spike Factory, they wouldn't even be popped, depending on what level they are, of course. If they're pinks, of course, they're just going to run right through. And there we go, we got the burny stuff going on them. So let's put it over here, as well as I need to get this increased accuracy upgrade as soon as we can. Boom! We just need $3 more. Yay! Boom! Got it. Okay, right. Alright, trying to press escape here. Didn't work. Alright. In fact, I should just, like, flip my keyboard over. It's officially flipped over. Now I can't do anything on my keyboard. Alrighty. I wonder if it's just like a bunch of junk got in my keyboard. I hope not. I mean, that would just make me feel bad. I mean, this keyboard is super freaking old. It's got to be at least 10, 15 years old. So, I mean, it makes sense that it's not really working. So that's why I'm thinking that it's actually the keyboard that's broken, not like my computer, because my computer's only a couple months old. But at the same time, you got to be wary. You never know if it's going to be your computer and it's just being stupid or something like that. Because technology, it's just hard to figure it out sometimes, exactly what's wrong. Usually, you want technology to tell you exactly what's wrong with your things, and it just doesn't happen that way. And Spike Factory doing a decent job over there. The next thing we got to do is probably get either a 3-0 cannon or a 3-0 boomerang, and I'm leaning towards the 3-0 cannon, actually, because this is a very, very solid spot for it. If I can afford them. Plus, 0-0 cannons are very helpful as well, as long as I don't have a black balloon problem or something. The only real problem that I do have is that I really don't have the best spot for a mortar. I mean, like, I could put it right here, and that'll affect more balloons in this vicinity, but then I don't get a double effect on the other side there, which would be very nice to have. As you can tell, some of them are leaking through without getting burny stuff. A few pink balloons can get through pretty easily. I think yellow balloons as well can get through. I don't know about greens, though. Looks like a few yellows. Yeah, a few yellows can get through, but not that many. And here we go. We can just about afford that 3-0 cannon. Just a little bit more monies. $100 more. And we will beat it. We will beat it. No, no, computer. Oh my goodness. You guys probably remember last time in my last video, I was like, dude, my computer wants to restart itself. And this time it's like, dude, we want to restart again. I'm just like, screw you. They restart all the time. I just want it to shut up. Just shut your mouth, evil laptop. And also, I was thinking, oh, what if I wanted to buy something online? If I didn't have 2 computers, I couldn't I couldn't buy it online because my computer wouldn't work. That would just be plain terrible. Oh man, that's rough. Alright, we got the 3-0 cannon now, which is obviously fantastic. 3-2 cannon now, super fantastic, destroying these balloons, and now we're also going to get this 3-0 boomerang up, but I think I'm actually going to put it in a better spot. I can upgrade that one a little bit later, but for right now, I'm going to keep this 3-0. I'm going to upgrade the other one because he's such a low level, it really doesn't matter. I'm only really rebuying something for like an extra $300, but I'll get that money so freaking fast. And then I think right after that I'm actually going to go straight for Moab popping power. I'm just a little bit worrying. I'm a worrier. I worry about those Moabs coming on those early levels when you don't expect it. So there we go. We got a 3-0 boomerang. Reason why I always get a 3-0 boomerang is because 3-0 cannon is an amazing amount of popping power, but the problem is again the blacks and the zebras. If you can't pop the blacks and the zebras, or they get past your mortar without him burny stuffing them, they'll just run right through your entire defense. You're just totally screwed. So that's why you kind of need a 3-0 boomerang. He just pops through all of those black layers. That's what he does. He's the main black popping power. If there was something that specifically aimed blacks, that would be awesome, but there's nothing like that. So instead, I just have my boomerang over here. And he goes through them. Then the 3-0 cannon, he just cleans up everything else. They do have a limited amount of popping power, though, for sure. I mean, you can't pop, like, infinite amount of rainbows, especially regrow rainbows and stuff like that. They will start to overwhelm you. But, on the other hand, it's more than enough, usually. And what I can do is, since I have so much money, I am going to start preparing for the Moab. So let's get these guys up. We're going to start off with the frag bombs, like I was saying before. And this is going to be a nice spot for all of our Moab maulers. So we're going to get 5 of them. Again, I'm sorry that I have to keep going back and forth. I know it seems silly and stupid and awkward for me to keep doing this, and I agree. I totally agree. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Strong 1, 2. Strong 1-2. And again, I like to go with frag bombs before I start just giving up and going with Moab Maulers. That's a personal thing that I like to do, though. You guys can feel free to just go for straight up Moab Maulers if you wish. But I kind of like being prepared for ceramics as well as Moab Maulers, you know? Or I mean, as well as Moabs. You don't know what the heck's going to come, so you got to just keep in mind everything that could possibly come out. And cannons are just awesome. They are an awesome tower in the game. I use them as much as I possibly can. 3-0 cannon spam. 2-3 cannon spam. Everything. All over the place. We're going to get another 3-0 cannon back here as well. And I think Moabs are probably going to come on a very soon level. Probably 18, 19. Oh man, and this is, it just kind of scares me. You know, I don't know if I lose, you guys are just going to make fun of me. You're going to be like, Chris, you're supposed to be making a tutorial or a video on how to beat Moab class levels. And now you're just losing it up. Man, what a noob. And I kind of makes me sad that that would happen. But anyways, we can start affording these Moab Maulers, so let's start getting them. We have a decent amount of popping power back here. It's not as much as I really want, but it's enough. And a lot of people, again, this is one of those things that a lot of people don't think about, is Moab Maulers. They only think about it as Moab popping power, but that's totally untrue. It is also Bloon popping power. Click on him. Look at that. He's popping 300 and something, 1,400 and something balloons. Of course, other things do a lot as well. 881 for that guy that's been there the entire time. This guy's probably got a massive amount, 6,000 something. And look at that. We're popping these Moabs. Frag bombs are king. And look at that, we actually got a couple of them that kind of snuck through there. So we're gonna move these. We're gonna move our mortar onto a different section and put them on bigger blast. I think if I put them right here, he'll get a little bit more pops out of the stuff that come out of the Moab. If he can Bernie stuff a lot of those balloons, that'd be awesome. Look at that, we do. It's working perfect, exactly how I wanted it to do. And one more Moab Mauler, we should be pretty good. I mean, now if BFBs or something came, which they can't because we're on a Moab level, we would probably lose, but maybe not. Maybe not. Moab Maulers are pretty darn amazing. I'd be more worried about my popping power at the moment, to be completely honest with you. As you can tell, they're getting kind of far over here. And it's not even that I don't have enough popping power, it's that I don't have enough black popping power. Yeah, I know, right? You don't think about it like that, but if I get another boomerang, you'd see how amazing that would be for popping those guys. But instead, I'm actually going to go for more Moab popping power, just to be safe, if a bunch of Moabs come right at the same time. And we're going to get one more, and then I'm going to go for all-out popping power. As soon as I get this guy, alright, all-out popping power for the rest of my balloon popping days. Only 2 more rounds, well, 2.5 rounds to go. 2.5 rounds to go. Let's do it, guys. We got bigger bombs coming up. That'll be a huge help. And then I will also get another 3-0 boomerang if I can afford it. Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Come on. And there's some camo balloons. Lots of camo balloons. Camo leads, indeed. I keep doing that. I keep doing that on accident. It keeps popping up. I want to just see if I can, like, delete that. Every time I try and go anywhere near the thing, I always go too far down, and then I click things, and then no. I'm just waiting for the day that I'm on round 20, like 76 out of 77 rounds or something like that, and I accidentally click on the wrong button, and it sends me off the game. I will break things. I will break things. For sure. So, since I like Bernie stuff so much, why not get some extra Bernie stuff over here? I don't know, I kind of changed my mind a lot, don't I, guys? I'm always just like, oh yeah, 3-0 boomerang next, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, let's get a mortar, oh yeah. It really doesn't matter what the heck you go for, as long as you're getting some popping power up. And I kind of just change based on what kind of balloons I see sometimes. And we did it! The second Moab level has been destroyed. We get a bunch of extra bonus casts, we get some experience as well, and we are pretty darn close to level 19 already. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I got a super farm over here. Look at how much faster this gets monies than the other ones. It's twice as fast. Isn't that awesome? You can just watch it change. 382, and then you're like 383, and this is only at like 191, and you're like 384, and you're like 191, 192. Yeah, I know, we should just keep saying that for like 10 minutes straight. That would be the most annoying thing ever, wouldn't it? But, I have not attacked anybody in a very long time, so I'm going to go into pacifist mode pretty darn soon, because people keep attacking me very lame-like. It is very lame-like, I think. So, people really want to beat me, so they do anything they possibly can to beat me. And instead of rushing people, like I could rush Amanda, right? If I tried to rush her, I could do this. I could be like, you know what, extra regrows, extra this, extra leads. In fact, I'll even send some extra Moabs, you know, as soon as I get my Moabs. I could do that and spend 35 Bloon stones But I think that's a huge waste. But other people, they're like, I want to beat Chris. I really want to beat this guy. So that's why they try and send them out against me. And I can tell, because you have regrows coming on level 1 and camo balloons coming on level 1 like crazy. Camo regrows on level 1 and 2. And I'm just like, what the heck am I supposed to do? How is that even possible? It's not. It's not with the level of balloons that I have. Well, I mean, it's reasonably possible on some of the levels, but some of the levels are just freaking ridiculously hard, so it's almost impossible. And that's all I'm going to have for you guys today. As always, please press that little like button. Hopefully I can get my keyboard fixed and get all that awesome stuff up pretty darn soon. Thanks for watching and have a great day.